About our timestamps. They're totally fake, right? Where's one that actually has some chats? Here we go. Boy, there we go. There's the one that has lots of them. They're all 1:10 p.m., right? Yeah, that was a busy time. We can fix this. Where do we add new messages? We add them in chat.js, right? So here's where we add new ones. Let's just add a new field called created@. Set it to date.now. Yes, I'm setting the ID to date.now, but we don't want to use that as a timestamp. That was just an attempt to make a kind of unique ID. It's not a very good one. It'd be better to do something like this.props.user.uid -date.now and make it at least a little more likely to be unique. You'd have to do the same user at the same millisecond or whatever the division is there. So anyway, we have a new field now for created@. So if we want to be sure that all of our things have that, I can just delete the messages that are there right now. If this were already in production, that would be a bad thing to do, but it's not that big a deal. This is all fake data anyway. So we'll just start all over with our chats. I won't delete the rooms. I'll just delete the actual messages. And let's start chatting. All right. Ball pits. I less than 3 ball pits. Which me is that anyway? I don't know. I don't know which me that was. Let's be Gmail me. Go to ball pits. Me too. Okay, it still says 1:10 p.m., right? Oh my gosh. Come on, Google. Bob hits. OMGZ, me too. So, let's have a look at our messages. There we got created@. 1529431348558. Just print that on the screen. Ship it. Nah, we can do a little better than that. There's a library out there for, as it turns out, by the way, dealing with dates and times in JavaScript is excruciating. Thankfully, there's a very popular library that makes it pretty easy. And it is called MomentJS. MomentJS.com, coming your way in Slack. I'll send you a link for your reference. Parse, validate, manipulate, and display dates and times in JavaScript. Cool. So to install yarn add moment. Let's do it. Yarn add moment. You can format dates. You can get relative time like 7 years ago, 5 minutes ago. You can get calendar time. All kinds of good stuff. Let's look at the old docs. Where to use it? Anywhere. Okay, what do we want to do here? Display, right? Let's click display there on the right. Okay, format. Format takes a string that tells it how you want to format it. So let's fool around with that. So that is in, what haven't I committed? Okay, just adding that thing. What did I change here? Oh yeah, I changed the ID. Wait, did I not commit? What did I commit? What's my last commit? Okay, whatever. Let's go to metadata. I think that's where it is. Remember metadata? All right, so here's the display name and here's the time. So the time now is totally fake. So let's get moment. Let's import moment from moment. Seems like that ought to work. We want to call moment open close parens format. Well, actually, you want to put your date and time in there. Okay. So instead of 1:10 p.m., we'll say moment parentheses message dot created at dot format. Okay, from this example, it looks like H is the hour, MM is the minutes, A is AM or PM. So I could put the string H:MM space A like this. See what that gets us. 2:02 p.m., 2:03 p.m. Yay. And now it's 2:06. Yep, says 2:06. Pretty nice. If you wanted to be a little more wordy about it, we could say, ooh, how about time from now? How's that work? Dot from now. Cool. So instead of dot format that, let's say dot from now. Open close parens. 5 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, a few seconds ago. Gnarly. I like it. Did you say something?
How would we go about formatting it to change from like doing 4 seconds ago or something to showing the actual time? Like, is there a way to
Say that. We'll ask the question again.
how would we format it to show like the how it's showing 3 seconds ago and then going to showing the actual time?
So it shows both?
Or like one after a certain amount of time it shows the actual time.
Just honestly, just put logic in there that does that thing. So what we could do at the very least is we could like put a span around this with a title on it. And have the actual details in the title so that it'll at least be there when you hover over it. So we could do like moment message dot created at dot format oops. Not for that, for format. There we go, format. Capital D is the day of the month. Short name of the month is like MMM. At hour colon minutes AM or PM. So this would do how about I put my close parentheses there, and then I have too many parentheses over here. So it says 7 minutes ago, but if I hover over it, 19 June at 2:02 p.m. So we could do that. Or you could, say if it's greater than what? I don't know. What do you want? 60 seconds or something. So figure out the difference in those between the two numbers because they're numbers, right? So figure out what that difference is, and then just put the logic in there to make it decide which version of the date to show based on that. So you can do math and stuff with this too. Well, here's difference. Get the difference in milliseconds. So you could say you could get this, and then say if that's greater than a certain thing, then do a different way. Yeah. Well, this works for our purposes.
Why is the mention of time specifically on JavaScript?
Historically, because it was kind of wildly inconsistent, there's just not much built in to make working with it very easy. It doesn't have a lot of the built-in nice utility functions for dealing with it that a lot of languages do.
But I was thinking about the date now is so consistent. Isn't it like not too much of a big deal?
Yeah, but to do things like this, to format it the way you want and stuff, there's not. It's not real easy to do that without using an external library. I mean, it's fine, but you need a library, especially if you want to start doing. Yeah, it's fine. Dates are fine now. Just use a library. So what do we do? Display timestamps. Display timestamps on messages.